Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons, as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bobcats will kick it away first. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looking downfield, it's Batir. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now the toss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sparks. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bobcats!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Off he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
Number 0 with the catch and score.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Caught close to the marker, it's Sparks. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Texas State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They'll throw it on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play.
Texas State, 14. Washington State, 7.
Okay, 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the option. He'll pitch it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Here comes the Wazzou up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off play action on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
1st down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing, trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Here's the handoff. At the 45 on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And they're not on the same page there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that pass picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football to try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And it'll be downed right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. They'll run the option. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And here comes the offense on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Here comes the option. Still running at the 40. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
Yeah, and you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field, at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays, and he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and been doing it his whole life.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Wazzou headed to the line with another first down. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away.
Washington State, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Going to the running game. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got his man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bobcats will hustle to the line. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Slings it downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success, you've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Working that left side now. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he got loose, it was all over. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Yeah, defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fair catch, called for and made. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that.
Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations. And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the 1st.